No, I actually like Caitlin. And I'm just being real and truthful. She has brought millions. I wouldn't be surprised if it's billions of eyes onto the W and onto women's sports.
What if the biggest story in the WNBA wasn't happening on the court, but behind the scenes? Over the past few days, social media has been flooded with dramatic posts claiming that Sophie Cunningham finally spoke out about Caitlin Clark's absence, with some fans insisting she revealed the real reason Clark hasn't been playing. Within hours, the story spread across sports pages, reaction channels, and fan forums, leaving everyone asking the same question. What really happened? But here's where things get interesting. While the internet raced to connect the dots, others urged fans not to treat every viral headline as fact. Some believed Sophie's reported comments were being taken out of context, while others argued they reflected the growing frustration surrounding the Indiana Fever season. The debate quickly exploded, with analysts, former players, and thousands of fans sharing completely different opinions about Clark's situation and what it could mean for the team moving forward. But that's not all. The controversy has sparked even bigger questions about team chemistry, coaching decisions, and the enormous pressure that follows Caitlin Clark everywhere she goes. Is this simply another case of social media turning speculation into headlines? Or is there a deeper story unfolding inside the Fever organization? Stay with us because we're breaking down the timeline, the public reactions, and what has actually been confirmed, along with why this story has everyone in the basketball world talking. To understand why this story has taken over the basketball world, we first need to separate the viral headlines from the facts. Over the last several days, social media has been filled with posts claiming that Sophie Cunningham publicly revealed the real reason Caitlin Clark hasn't been playing. Those posts spread incredibly fast, leading many fans to believe that a major behind-the-scenes conflict had finally been exposed. But as the discussion grew, one important detail became clear. Many of the most dramatic claims circulating online were based on speculation, interpretations, or unverified reports rather than confirmed statements. Even so, that didn't stop the conversation from exploding. Whenever Caitlin Clark is unavailable for any reason, the reaction is immediate. Fans begin asking questions within minutes. Sports talk shows discuss every possible explanation. Social media fills with theories, and every interview involving the Indiana Fever is examined for clues. That's the reality of being one of the biggest stars in women's basketball today. Clark's arrival in the WNBA transformed the league in ways few people expected. Television ratings increased, arenas sold out, merchandise flew off the shelves, and millions of new fans started following the WNBA. With that level of attention comes enormous pressure, not only on Clark herself, but on her teammates, coaches, and the entire Fever organization. That's where Sophie Cunningham entered the conversation. As one of the league's most recognizable veterans, Sophie has built a reputation as a passionate competitor who isn't afraid to speak her mind. Fans appreciate her intensity, while critics sometimes view her outspoken personality as controversial. Because of that reputation, any comment she makes is likely to attract attention, especially when Caitlin Clark's name is already dominating headlines. Soon, clips from interviews, social media posts, and short video snippets began circulating online. Some content creators claimed Sophie's words hinted at frustration within the team. Others argued she was simply answering routine questions that were later taken out of context. Before long, different versions of the same story were spreading across the internet, making it difficult for fans to know what had actually been said. Meanwhile, the Fever season continued to generate intense discussion. Every game seemed to create a new debate. When the team won, fans praised the chemistry and the coaching staff's adjustments. When they lost, criticism quickly followed. Questions about rotations, offensive strategies, defensive schemes, and player health became regular topics on sports television and podcasts. Clark naturally remained at the center of nearly every conversation. Supporters pointed to the physical style of defense she regularly faces, arguing that opposing teams treat every matchup against her like a playoff game. Others focused on the pressure that comes with carrying enormous expectations as one of the league's biggest attractions. Whether discussing her passing, shooting, or leadership, analysts agreed on one thing: Clark changes the way every opponent prepares for the Indiana Fever. As speculation about her absence continued, fan reactions became increasingly emotional. Some believed the team should prioritize giving Clark as much time as needed before returning, emphasizing the importance of long-term health over short-term results. Others grew impatient, eager to see the Fever return to full strength and compete consistently. Across social media, thousands of comments reflected just how invested people had become in Clark's career. Sports media also weighed in. Several analysts reminded audiences that injuries and recovery timelines are medical matters, and official updates from the team should be considered more reliable than viral posts or anonymous rumors. Others discussed the challenges athletes face when every absence becomes a headline and every update is scrutinized by millions of fans. At the same time, Sophie's role on the team continued attracting attention. Many supporters praised her energy, competitiveness, and willingness to defend teammates during emotional moments. Others wondered whether the intense spotlight surrounding Clark had created unrealistic expectations for everyone connected to the Fever. Regardless of where people stood, nearly everyone agreed that the team had become one of the biggest stories in professional basketball. Then another wave of social media activity pushed the conversation even further. Fans began comparing interviews, analyzing body language during games, and debating whether there were hidden tensions inside the organization. Some creators claimed there were obvious signs of disagreement, while others dismissed those theories as internet speculation with little supporting evidence. The result was a flood of conflicting narratives, each competing for attention. Throughout all of this, one fact remained unchanged. There was no verified public statement from Sophie Cunningham confirming the dramatic claims suggested by viral headlines. Yet that didn't stop the rumors from gaining momentum. By this point, the discussion had grown beyond a single interview or social media post. It had become a larger conversation about expectations, injuries, leadership, and the challenges of playing under one of the brightest spotlights in sports. And just when fans thought the speculation had reached its peak, new reactions from across the basketball world added even more fuel to an already blazing debate, taking the story in a direction that few people saw coming. As the speculation continued to spread, the conversation surrounding the Indiana Fever became even more intense. What started as a few viral posts quickly turned into one of the hottest topics in women's basketball. Fans weren't just discussing Caitlin Clark's availability anymore. They were debating the future of the Fever, the team's chemistry, and the pressure that comes with being at the center of the WNBA spotlight. One of the biggest reasons the story gained so much traction was the uncertainty surrounding Clark's situation. Whenever one of the league's biggest stars misses time or appears less than 100%, questions naturally follow. Some fans believed the Fever were simply being cautious, while others searched for hidden meanings behind every interview and every social media post. At the same time, Sophie Cunningham's name remained a major talking point. Because she's known for her competitive personality and willingness to speak honestly, many people analyzed her public comments far more closely than usual. Short video clips began circulating online with dramatic captions suggesting she had exposed what was really happening. However, many of those posts lacked important context, leading different groups of fans to completely different conclusions. Sports commentators quickly stepped into the discussion. Some reminded viewers that it's common for comments to be edited into short clips that don't reflect the full interview. Others noted that social media algorithms often reward the most sensational headlines, even when the underlying information is far less dramatic. As a result, many analysts encouraged fans to rely on official team updates rather than viral speculation. Despite those reminders, the online debate only grew louder. Every Fever game without Clark, or every game in which she wasn't at full strength, became another opportunity for fans to revisit the rumors. Comment sections filled with questions. Was the coaching staff being overly cautious? Was Clark simply following a normal recovery process? Or was there something happening behind the scenes that the public didn't yet know? Without confirmed answers, speculation filled the gaps. Former players also shared their perspectives. Many emphasized how difficult it is to return from any physical setback before an athlete is completely ready. They explained that rushing back too early can create even bigger problems later in the season. Their message was simple. Protecting a franchise player is often the smartest long-term decision, even if impatient fans want immediate answers. Meanwhile, supporters of the Fever pointed to the bigger picture. They argued that building a championship-caliber team requires patience, trust, and stability. Every successful franchise experiences challenges along the way, and dealing with injuries or roster adjustments is simply part of professional sports. Rather than focusing on rumors, They believed the team should concentrate on improving together. Still, that perspective wasn't shared by everyone. Critics argued that the Fever's enormous popularity means every decision will naturally be questioned. With millions of new fans following the team because of Caitlin Clark, expectations have reached levels rarely seen in the WNBA. Every coaching move, every substitution, and every player comment is instantly analyzed by countless viewers across social media. The media attention surrounding Clark has only intensified that reality. Television networks continue featuring Fever games prominently. Podcasts dedicate entire episodes to discussing her impact, and sports debate shows regularly examine every major storyline involving the team. That constant attention means even relatively ordinary developments can become national headlines within hours. As for Sophie Cunningham, many fans defended her against the growing speculation. They argued that her comments had been interpreted through the lens of viral headlines rather than their original context. Others praised her professionalism and pointed out that teammates often support one another privately in ways the public never sees. At the same time, supporters of Clark continued expressing admiration for the way she has handled relentless scrutiny throughout her career. From college to the professional level, she has consistently faced extraordinary expectations while remaining focused on basketball. Many believed that composure would once again help her navigate the latest wave of rumors. Perhaps the most revealing aspect of this story wasn't any single interview or social media post. It was how deeply fans cared about the future of the Indiana Fever. Every rumor sparked passionate debate because people were emotionally invested in the team's success. Whether defending Clark, supporting Sophie, or questioning the latest headlines, nearly everyone involved wanted to see the Fever reach their full potential. As the discussion continued, one question remained unanswered. Would an official statement or future interview finally put the speculation to rest? Or would the internet continue creating new theories with every passing day? That uncertainty set the stage for the biggest chapter yet, one focused not on rumors, but on the long-term impact this entire controversy could have on Caitlin Clark, Sophie Cunningham, and the future of the Indiana Fever. By this point, the conversation had grown far beyond the original viral headlines. What began as speculation about Sophie Cunningham's comments had become a larger discussion about the Indiana Fever, Caitlin Clark's role in the league, and the intense pressure that comes with being one of the biggest names in professional basketball. Whether fans believed the online rumors or dismissed them entirely, one thing was undeniable: the Fever had become the center of the WNBA conversation. As the days passed, basketball analysts shifted their focus from social media speculation to the bigger picture. They pointed out that every championship-caliber team faces adversity during a season. Injuries, lineup adjustments, difficult stretches, and public criticism are all part of professional sports. The real measure of a team isn't whether challenges appear. It's how players and coaches respond to them. For Caitlin Clark, that spotlight has been brighter than almost anyone could have imagined. Since entering the league, she's been expected to transform a franchise, elevate the WNBA's popularity, and perform at an elite level every night. Those expectations have created excitement, but they've also meant that every setback becomes front-page news. Even routine updates can turn into viral headlines when one of the league's biggest stars is involved. Meanwhile, Sophie Cunningham continued receiving attention from both supporters and critics. Many fans praised her competitiveness and leadership, arguing that veteran players often become important voices inside the locker room. Others continued debating whether her public comments had been misunderstood or taken out of context. Despite the online arguments, there has been no verified evidence that Sophie publicly revealed a hidden reason for Clark's absence, as some sensational headlines claimed. That distinction became increasingly important as more basketball insiders reminded fans to rely on confirmed information rather than internet speculation. Official injury updates, team announcements, and direct interviews provide a much clearer picture than short clips or anonymous social media posts. In today's digital world, dramatic narratives often spread much faster than factual corrections. Still, the emotional investment from fans remained remarkable. Fever supporters expressed hope that Clark would return fully healthy and help the team build momentum for the remainder of the season. Others emphasized the importance of patience, noting that protecting a franchise player is far more valuable than rushing someone back before they're ready. The broader impact on the WNBA also became part of the conversation. Clark's arrival has brought record television audiences, increased attendance, and unprecedented media attention. Every Fever game now attracts viewers who may never have watched the league before. That growth benefits not only Indiana but the entire WNBA, creating opportunities for players, teams, and the sport as a whole. Former players also weighed in, reminding audiences that locker room chemistry is built over time. They explained that successful teams communicate through challenges, support one another during difficult moments, and avoid letting outside noise distract them from their goals. Many believed the Fever had the talent to become a serious contender if they remained focused on basketball instead of online speculation. As for the fans, reactions continued pouring in from every direction. Some insisted the rumors were nothing more than clickbait designed to generate attention. Others believed there might be details that hadn't yet been publicly shared. Regardless of which side people supported, almost everyone agreed on one point. They were eager to see Clark back on the court and the Fever competing at full strength. Perhaps the biggest lesson from this entire story is how quickly the internet can transform uncertainty into certainty. A single comment, an edited clip, or an eye-catching headline can spark thousands of discussions before anyone verifies the facts. That's why separating confirmed information from speculation has become more important than ever, especially when covering high-profile athletes. Looking ahead, the Fever's success will ultimately depend on what happens during games, not on what trends online. If Clark returns healthy, if the team continues developing chemistry, and if veterans like Sophie Cunningham keep providing leadership, Indiana has every opportunity to continue moving in the right direction. Those are the developments that will truly define the season. So while social media may continue producing dramatic headlines, the real story is still unfolding on the hardwood. Every game offers a new opportunity, every challenge presents a chance to grow, and every victory reminds fans why they became invested in this team in the first place. As the season moves forward, millions of eyes will remain fixed on the Indiana Fever, not because of rumors, but because people want to see how one of the most exciting teams in women's basketball responds when the pressure is at its highest. And if recent weeks have taught us anything, it's that the next chapter could be even more compelling than the last. That brings us to the end of today's video, but now it's your turn to join the conversation. After everything we've discussed, what do you think? Do you believe social media has exaggerated this entire situation? Or do you think there are still important details that haven't been made public? We'd love to hear your thoughts, so make sure to leave a respectful comment below and let us know where you stand. No matter which side of the debate you're on, one thing is certain: Caitlin Clark, Sophie Cunningham, and the Indiana Fever continue to be one of the biggest stories in the WNBA. As the season moves forward, we'll be here covering the biggest games, the latest updates, fan reactions, and the stories everyone is talking about while separating confirmed information from online speculation. If you enjoyed today's video, please take a second to hit the like button. It really helps the channel grow and lets us know you want more content like this. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Pro Caitlin TV and turn on the notification bell so you never miss breaking WNBA news, in-depth analysis, and the hottest basketball discussions as they happen. Thank you so much for watching and for being part of the Pro Caitlin TV community. Your support, comments, and passion for the game are what make this channel possible. Before you go, here's one final question. If you were coaching the Indiana Fever, what would be your biggest priority right now? Protecting Caitlin Clark's long-term health, making tactical adjustments, or focusing on building stronger team chemistry? Drop your answer in the comments, and let's keep the conversation going. Until next time, thanks for watching, stay safe, enjoy the game, and we'll see you in the next video right here on Pro Caitlin TV.